Have you ever had a client who needs to get their team skilled up like yesterday, and they absolutely cannot afford for it to fail? Well, you're in exactly the right place. In this explainer, we're going to break down how you can stop selling the bootcamp as just another product and really start positioning it as the guaranteed solution that your clients are looking for.
So, what even is a bootcamp? Let's get really specific here. It's an intensive, short-term, cohort-based, blended learning journey. Every single one of those words is a selling point. Intensive means speed. Cohort-based, well, that means you've got built-in accountability. And blended means it actually works. This is not just some vague training program. It's a surgical tool designed to close a critical skill gap and do it fast. All right, to sell the solution, you have to be an expert on the problem. So let's get inside the head of a client who really needs a bootcamp. What are those specific pains that make them a perfect fit? What are the key phrases that should make your ears perk up? Okay, so this is pain point number one, the urgent skills gap. Your client has a massive project coming up, or maybe they're facing a new competitor, but their team just isn't ready. The clock is ticking, right? They don't have a year to fix this. They needed that skilled team yesterday. That's not just a training problem, that's a burning platform. Next up, inconsistent service delivery. Just think about the chaos this causes for a minute. You've got some team members who are absolute rock stars, and others who are, well, they're struggling. And the customer experience becomes a total lottery. This is so damaging to their brand, and it creates huge inefficiencies. They desperately need to get everyone on the same page with a single standard of excellence. Does this sound familiar? Yeah, we bought everyone a license, but nobody's actually using it. It's such a classic story. Without any real structure or accountability, the day-to-day urgent work always wins, and that self-paced learning just dies on the vine. Your client is literally burning money while that skills gap just gets wider and wider. And this is kind of the final nail in the coffin, a really poor track record with self-paced learning. They've tried it, they bought the library of courses, but the completion rates were just awful. And honestly, they have zero proof that anyone who did manage to finish can actually apply the new skills. So they're left with no results and no real way to measure the return on their investment. So let's be crystal clear. Urgent gaps, inconsistency, low accountability, and really poor results from self-paced learning. These aren't just minor complaints. They are flashing neon buying signals for a boot camp. The second you hear one of these, it's time to pivot the entire conversation. Okay, so we've diagnosed the four big pains. Now, let's talk about the cure. Our approach is purpose-built to solve these exact problems. We're not just selling more content here. We're selling a completely different way of doing things. So here it is, the architecture of our solution. And you'll notice right away it's not a library, it's a structured journey. We combine the flexibility of self-paced learning for that foundational knowledge with the incredible power of live, collaborative sessions. And honestly, those live sessions are the key. That's where theory turns into practice and a group of individuals becomes a real, cohesive team. We can break this whole journey down into 3 simple stages. It all starts with the foundation. That's self-paced e-learning to build up the core knowledge. Then comes application. These are live workshops where teams don't just sit and listen, they do. They're solving real business problems together. And it all culminates in impact, a graduation day showcase where they actually prove their new skills to leadership, making the ROI visible to the entire business. So, we've got the client's pain, and we've got our unique approach. But you know what? The most important part of this whole story is the result. What is the tangible payoff for the customer? This is where we connect our solution directly to their biggest business goals. This is the entire story in one frame. It's beautiful, right? You can draw a straight line from every single one of those client pains to a specific outcome that we deliver. That urgent skills gap, we deliver faster skill acquisition. Inconsistency, we create a shared language. Low accountability, we guarantee high completion rates. And that failed self-paced learning, we deliver applied, visible learning. It's a perfect match.
Let's put this in terms your client is really going to understand. What are they actually buying here? They're buying speed. They're buying consistency. They're buying a team that speaks the same language and works from the same playbook. And most importantly, they are not buying training. They're buying tangible, measurable business results. And if there's one idea you remember, make it this one. Other solutions, they sell access and hope. We sell certainty. A bootcamp literally transforms learning from a roll of the dice into a predictable process with a guaranteed result. If you walk away with just one thing, let it be this sentence. This is your elevator pitch.
The Bootcamp delivers faster skill acquisition, higher completion rates, and measurable applied learning. It's confident, it's clear, and it hits on the three things every single client wants: speed, accountability, and impact. So, as you think about your accounts, who comes to mind? Which one of your clients is struggling with that urgent skill gap right now? Who's frustrated by all that inconsistency and those failed training programs? They aren't just looking for another course, they're looking for a guarantee. Go show them you have it.